Today, Precarious plays
Torment, Tides of Numenera. Does this have all the correct choices selected?
Yeah, it looks fine. I am furious. We were stuck on the character creation screen for ages. Nothing was working. I went over to the mouse and keyboard and tried to hit escape to try to like force quit the game because nothing was working and it wasn't giving us a continue prompt with the controller or the keyboard. Hold on. Is it voiced? No, it's not voiced. Okay. Then we can chill here for a minute while I vent. Like a steam geyser. If your game doesn't support controllers, don't put partial controller support on your Steam page. Don't do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's dishonest. And it's like, this has been such a mess trying to get this game running with a controller. In frustration, I unplugged the controller and plugged it back in, like almost idly, and then it worked. And then I could press the right trigger to advance character creation. And why is that even how it works? Why wasn't there just a confirm button somewhere on the screen? Why? I've played other games. Other modern games are intelligent enough to switch between keyboard and mouse and controller input dynamically. Why is this game... Why do you have to, like, load it into controller mode and now we're, like, locked out of using the keyboard and mouse?
Pray it works. Yeah, this isn't great, especially... Technically, it's not great. We're interested in the writing and in the world building that's happening. Like, look at all this purple stuff that wasn't here earlier. Interesting.
I love purple stuff. Purple stuff is cool.
Yeah.
But it's not a small problem. To interact with the fiction, you need to be able to have an input device. It really is... It's tripping at the starting line, you know?
Yeah, this is breaking my heart.
All right. Do you want to be the specter right now?
I'll be the specter because ghosts are on the table and
Ghosts are on the table.
Everything about this spectral figure seems dreamlike. He is a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome, bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, though you've never seen him before. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you.
I'll be the specter. We weren't sure that would work. We pooled our strength and channeled it through me to reach you, to wake you up.
He glances at the other figures and frowns unhappily.
It took more out of them than we thought. The other reflections, they're more like shadows now. Look, I'll bet you've got a lot of questions. This whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from that fall. You need to get out there and finish the process.
He shrugs.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, you say so. Okay, lots of options.
Mm-hmm. You should voice whichever one you decide on.
I will.
I don't think you...
If this place is my mind, why don't I remember any of this? Any of you?
It's your mind. A construct built to, I don't know, share thoughts? Store your true self? Wait, you know how people say, in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, it was the first place for me anyway. You'd probably know better, since it's yours. If you don't remember now, maybe it'll come to you later.
You're so helpful. Okay.
It comes with the territory of being bearded and handsome.
Alright, now that we've dealt with...
Bearded, handsome, and helpful, that's what they say. Common phrase. Around here in your mind. I'm imagining your mind, like capital, like capital in, like, Y, capital M.
Neon letters,
yeah.
Outside of a theme park. Okay, Before I met you, it felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what it was? He closes his eyes.
That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's the sorrow. Capital S.
He closes his eyes again somehow.
Oh, that's a good point. I hope it's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for.
Alright. Existential threat addressed. You said I had to finish the process. What did you mean by that?
After you wake up from this dream state and attune to the tides, capital T, you'll need to find something called a resonance chamber. Lowercase r, lowercase c on that one. Keep up. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that and everything will be fine. I want the first one.
Okay,
I want to know.
What do you mean attuned to the tides?
Capital T. Tides are like the force. I mean, a force. A force. Like gravity or magnetism or something. Except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the capital T tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will attune as it wakes up.
Alright, we care about, I mean, it seems like we have to go through all of this. Can I just go in order?
Oh, that'll take forever, and I don't... So, in my view, RPGs like this are just as much about what you don't pick. It's not just what you choose to engage with, it's also what you choose to ignore. And I know that a lot of really obsessive people with like compulsive cataloging kind of mental vulnerabilities, they will need like, oh, I gotta choose everything, but you don't. And that's not what the game is about, because through the process of character creation, we have already excluded certain information from the game.
But I don't see how to skip through. Maybe 5? Maybe if I select 5, it'll...
Yeah, you don't have to do. I'm just saying, like, I think that you and I, we can probably figure out what a fucking resonance chamber is based on context clues.
Sounds like Healy flesh bag that we fell out of.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I'm interested in who are you?
Okay.
That seems like a good one.
So, who are you? He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time before answering.
I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you with the memories of the others who are here. I don't know what happened next.
All right. Who are those other people? You call them reflections?
That's what they are. As I said, it's your mind. You'll find reflections of people you knew, people you met in the real world, and with whom you shared some kind of psychic connection. I don't know how or why. It just happens.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to 4. How do you know all this that you're telling me? He throws up his hands in frustration.
I'm just a part of you. I look at you and I know. This place was made for you. For us. And I remember pieces of knowledge that come to me when you ask your questions. But that's all.
This seems like a grift, and it looks like I have to go through all the options, so I'm gonna go in order. What's a resonance chamber?
I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set in the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby.
Tell me about this place again?
No. So don't do the again ones, because he's just going to repeat the same dialogue. But it is kind of frustrating because, like, I just said we know we can figure out what a resonance chamber is, but then that's the one we needed to pick to proceed. I don't know if I'm going to get along well with this game, but let's keep trying.
So how do I get back to the real world?
There's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. I like to imagine that he's like wiggling his fingers. The tides thing.
He crosses his arms.
When you wake up, find the resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can... what in the hells is that?
Excitement.
Whoop.
Oh, it's got squid.
Gods, it's the sorrow.
Okay, I don't have control of my character right now.
The sorrow is anchored to those reflections. It's devouring their power. You have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors or else the sorrow will erase us forever.
Okay. How? Crisis initiated. Is this turn-based?
Yes.
Okay.
A crisis begins when you enter into a dangerous situation. Crises are turn-based encounters where you can fight, sneak, manipulate the environment, or talk your way out of trouble.
Yeah, could you not?
Hey, sirs and or thinking persons? Could you please release my... Spectre, are we friends? Sure, yeah, I mean, I like hanging out.
I'm gonna hit continue. We're gonna keep going. Each turn, you can take one sword action to attack or activate an ability. You can also make one blue move. Oh, movement move, okay.
That reflection near you, kill it. You'll loosen the sorrow's anchor.
Okay.
That doesn't seem cool. Use the control stick to move the reticle on the center of the screen, then the A button to move to a position or attack. Try selecting the highlighted character now.
Okay.
Should we really kill the reflections of the people that we know? That doesn't feel good.
They're mostly shadows now, said the Spectre. Okay. So, do I select this?
No, you highlight them.
And then...
The A button is attack.
Okay.
But you can also use the bumpers to maybe select the spell that we have. No items.
Okay.
Try the other one? The one in the lower left-hand corner.
Sorry.
On slow.
Alright.
Now that will, I guess, use one intellect, but I think it might also have like a magic missile effect. So like, I think it might just always hit.
Okay, should I use that, do you think, or do you think we should just swat at it?
If it will let us, I think we should use the spell, since that's what we're good at. Oh, cool.
Ooh, okay. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's candy, slime, and fire. It's candy, slime, fire, and ice. Oh my gosh. It totally is. It's right there. The slime, the candy. It's like bubble slime, brain candy, fire, rectangle, ice, lightning. This is fantastic. Adventure time. Okay.
I don't know if I agree with all of that. Why don't we do some trans-dimensional damage given the... Or no, maybe
I think
mental damage.
Mental damage, because it seems to have trans-dimensional all figured out.
Okay, mental it is.
That's my guess.
Goodbye, memories.
Alright.
Yeah?
Did it do anything?
You have to choose the enemy.
This one?
you have to choose the target. That says 50%. That doesn't seem great. Maybe give it a whirl anyway?
Let's try it.
Effort can be applied to attacks to increase your chance to hit. Okay. Unarmed attacks use speed, but other weapons and abilities may use might or intellect instead.
Okay, and we selected an ability that uses intellect, so we might be able to pull from our vast intellect to make this go better.
Yeah. And it seems like it comes back whenever we like take a nap. So maybe 3 points is a fair trade for a 90% hit rate, because that's
and
garbage.
We're not even spending 3. Well, we're spending 2 points.
No, we're spending 3.
Okay.
It costs 1 just to cast it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's try it. This is exciting. We never do all the firsts together. Okay. We could fail. How exciting.
I hate it. I hate it a lot. You've already used your action this turn, and you will need to wait until the next turn to deal with another reflection. You can move somewhere to spend your remaining move, but you can also just press Y to end your turn early.
Okay.
We should move a little closer to the other reflection because it is in the far away.
Okay. Alright, so... What, we just click here? Click here?
Yeah, there seems fine. Because I think that'll put us about as far away as we were. Whoa! What in the... It's escaping! It's going to hide inside your mind! Now run! Get to the next one!
Okay, is that a target?
Yeah, that's a target. You can sacrifice your action for the turn to double move instead of attacking. The movement preview lines turn purple when over a position that requires a double move.
I see. Okay.
But we already moved close enough, so we don't need to do that.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anywhere we can get that requires a double move on this map.
That one might.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's purple. It's just hard to tell because that's on like a purple-gray.
I see it.
Good grief, guys. This is a rough
UI
start. Yeah.
Not great, and it's messing with the UX. Okay, so we're gonna hit attack. Do we want to try to use a fancy spell again, or should we just swat at it and see what happens?
You should use an unarmed speed attack because we might need to cancel?
Mm-hmm.
Just hit A.
Oh, wait, you said unarmed speed attack, and I assumed that was something I had to open a menu for. So,
well, I think it's gonna pull up the same kind of effort menu.
I see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it already explained this to us. So because it's our speed, the damage is really bad. Though, oh, but that seems like... So not only is the damage increasing, but so is the hit rate. So you might want to go one more, because that will give us a 100% hit rate, and it will deplete the whole HP meter. And the speed is something that we're not so concerned about. I'm worried that we're gonna turn into a vegetable if we burn through all of our intellect casting spells.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
What is it doing now? It's infecting it somehow. Battles, which is, I saw it before, I didn't like it then, don't like it now. They are temporary conditions or status effects that can improve or reduce a character's stats. The Sorrow has just placed a fetal on the remaining reflection. You can't remove this, but you may find a way to overcome it.
Didn't we take something to do that?
Yeah, we did, but I think that has to be cast on an ally.
Okay. But isn't that an... No,
What's up?
I'm just thinking about what to do. I will just hit the attack button.
You could also cast a spell. You could cast the same sort of damaging cantrip that we have.
Well, it doesn't seem to give me any options to do such a thing.
Armor. The armor stat reduces physical damage. This fetal the Sorrow has placed on this character has boosted its armor by 10, meaning it will absorb 10 points of damage from each attack. It is now too high for you to overcome with your unarmed attack.
Okay.
Schist. The reflection is protected somehow. You need to find a way to hit it even harder. Grab that piece of mirror glass. It might have enough residual energy to kill the reflection.
This object? Oh, loot.
To pick up loot, use the control stick, move the reticle, press A. Alright, got it.
Okay, so this. There we go. We're gonna pick up the thing.
Shimmering glass deals 13 physical damage, and refills all the user's stat pools.
Man, I feel like we were being conservative. Okay.
Oh, but I see. It's a cipher. So this is... Remember, how, I don't know if that made it in before, but ciphers are like a combination of like potion and spell scroll and magical gizmo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they tend to... Like, I think you like use them and then they're gone.
I see. Alright, to activate an item, press RT, bring up the items, press A to select it, highlight your target, press
Got
A.
it.
Okay. So, wait, what?
Use RT. Use the shimmering glass. Yep. That's the one.
There we go. We did it.
Except for the little bit of it that escaped into her mind. You pried it loose. That thing is a cancer, an infection. It's unstoppable. But you stopped it.
I like this guy.
I don't know. He's kind of getting my nerves.
He holds his head in his hands.
I can't believe it found us. In here.
He looks at you, terror in his eyes.
That thing, the sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is that shimmering dome there. Go! Now!
Yes, brain. I am going to name the Spectre Brian.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. Whoa. That's bright.
Okay, don't just start... Ah, that's tan. Ooh, blue.
Where did she fall from? Her body's smashed to talc. It's a wonder she's still breathing.
All I saw was the corona, not her origin point. But look, she's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
Whoops.
What was that? What did you do?
Callistige?
Sure.
Callistige?
Callistige? I think Callistige is fine.
His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. You open your eyes. The first thing you notice is this man's kaleidoscope of tattoos, writhing across his forearms. He wears a long, dark coat, belted at the waist, supplies filling the pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel.
Okay, so you are Callistage.
Am I? Hold on, let me see that. You can go back up into the previous conversations. This way? Okay, I am. You blame me. She emitted an internal physiological reaction in response to the fall, probably related to that fantastic healing process. Obviously, Aligern.
Her voice rolls and hisses. You have to rub your eyes to be sure that you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her, though some act and react to stimuli that you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant through these...
Hold on, don't continue.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got it backwards. So... I'm pretty sure Aligern is the first person to speak, and was the first person described with the long coat. He was the more gentlemanly figure that is closer to the top of the screen.
Hmm.
And then Callistige is the lady in red, nearer to us.
Okay.
In flickering shadow.
But I'm still reading for Aligern, who is the person with the coat.
Unless you want to switch, because I gave Callistige... I was trying to mimic the voice that played earlier.
No, I don't really care.
Okay, well, if you don't care, then I'm going to switch.
Okay. So I will read for Callistige, who is in the red dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this game has made me so mad so far. I am not in the mood to be messed with, so don't just start trying to emulate the voice that I gave to the guy.
Okay. All right. I won't.
Okay. I'm trusting you. I will turn this video game around. Oh yes, it's obvious, Callistige.
His voice is grim and clipped. Then he sees you looking at him.
You're no ordinary mortal, we know that much. Start talking.
His face is hard and set. Ooh, can I scan thoughts? Okay.
I
do it automatically?
She's the changing god. Callistige is deliberately blinding herself. But why?
Okay. All of these questions at once. I will go in order.
Was I dead?
Let's start with was I dead? Because I feel like that's the pressing question and the easiest to answer, hopefully. Okay. So, was I dead?
You fell an incredible distance, yet here you are, talking. Do you really not...
He cocks his head to the side.
You don't know, do you? I'm starting to think you're not her.
Starting to think, Aligern. Tell me, is it a novel experience? Aligern's being more paranoid than usual. How long must I put up with him?
It's her face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly.
He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure.
Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me.
You're familiar with the word changing, Aligern? It implies inconsistency. Thus, the changing god may well have changed.
Several versions of her shrug, and she addresses you.
You'll have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's painfully obvious to anyone that you are newly born.
Her most solid self curtsies while the others bow or spin.
I think that's... No, that's me.
Yeah.
I and my sisters am Callistige. This is Aligern. We are explorers, knowledge seekers. That's how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing god created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in his cast-off shell.
I hate that I nailed it.
Yeah,
because that is such a gross, sad idea.
We are leaving.
That's just like a precision metaphor for parenting, for bad parenting.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's just start a new episode.
Okay.
Because we need to wrap up for the day. This session has gotten way out of hand with all of the technical trouble we've had. But oh boy.
We can get through the rest of these existential questions next time.
Yeah, I just need a minute to process that, like, seriously, like, the saddest first idea I had was right. You know what?
Torment.
Torment. I get it now. That's just truth in advertising.
That's going well. That is correct.